Today, Dallas Trinity FC hosts a festive match day here at the Cotton Bowl. It's a happy holidays celebration in Dallas. Fans are getting into the seasonal spirit with Santa making appearances in the fan zone, a traditional posada taking place on the suite level, and holiday cheer felt throughout the stadium. And at halftime, the fun continues with a holiday-themed competition featuring fans in inflatable Christmas costumes racing through an obstacle course. It's a joyful way for Dallas Trinity to close out the fall portion of the season. Soccer, celebration, and holiday spirit all coming together this afternoon at the Cotton Bowl. Alongside former pro Ricky Lopez-Espin, I'm Bridget Howard, excited to be with you all for the final week of the fall calendar. It's week 16 in the Gainbridge Super League, and the standings are tighter than ever.
For Lexington, a side that is very comfortable playing away from home, 1 win, 4 draws, have not lost when they do go on the road. For Masaki Hemi, it's all about the first 15 minutes, getting in a rhythm, versus a Dallas Trinity side that is extremely comfortable in their new identity over the last couple games. This game is going to be won and lost in both boxes. A team that is a little bit more clinical will take all the points.
Well, Lexington has been in the top spot for the last 6 weeks, staying unbeaten through 14 matches, while Dallas sits in 4th place. They've had their fair share of ups and downs this season, but right now they're winners of 3 straight.
Dallas has found that consistency, and it comes with that new identity that we just mentioned. With Chris Pescicelli, they've been able to be really good in terms of their box defending, very compact, which allows them to be more transitional. So expect Dallas Trinity to play very direct in behind Lexington's back line.
A big part of Dallas finding success today will be Tamara. She's our player to watch for Dallas. She's the most improved player on Dallas this fall, according to head coach Chris Petrucelli.
Tamara can do a little bit of everything. She stays high, she occupies both center backs, but with her ability to run in behind and stretch the game, which gives players essentially a little bit more time and space. When she does get into that final third, her decision making, she needs to be really good for Dallas Trinity if they want to pick up another important 3 points.
Well, let's turn to the girls in green, who have been the team to beat all season long. It's no surprise looking at this graphic that 3 of the 4 season stats highlighted are higher than the league average.
For Lexington and Masaki Hemi, he's done a fantastic job at creating an identity for his side, understanding they needed to do everything together from front to back, very compact in their defensive structure. That is shown by the goals conceded, only 12, and doing that gives them a foundation, gives them a confidence to go forward and allow their big-time players to be those difference makers and score goals.
One of the difference makers off the bench this season has been Mackenzie Weinert. She's making her first start of the season today. She's been an impact player all season long, coming off the bench to add 3 goals and an assist so far on the year.
Mackenzie Weinert has the freedom to go and search the game, whether it is coming century to beat her teammates 1v1 to combine, but when she does get in front of goal, she's ruthless. She's a clinical finisher. She needs to be the best player for Lexington if they want to steal the points.
Last time these 2 teams met was in late September. Lexington picked up their largest win of the season, beating Dallas 6-1. Will Lexington remain on top, or will Dallas be the first team to knock off the Giant? Lineups in first half coming your way right after this. You're watching the Gainbridge Super League on Peacock.
Nice shot. Let's play.
Dad drills. Let's go. Your kid falls asleep 1 minute 32 seconds from home. What's the play?
Park and wait.
Quick glance. What's missing?
Emergency fruit snacks? Binky. Easy.
In-game challenge. Have you officially named a guardian?
My parents?
Doesn't count. This play needs a plan. Guardianship must be legal before it's official. Luckily, Trust and Will makes it incredibly easy.
It's secure, affordable, and actually counts.
Next topic. I am wide open. What do you do?
Run it.
Visit trustandwill.com today and make it count.
Trust and Will.
Caitlin Clark, amazing at assists. Gainbridge, the ultimate assist for your savings. But ever since they teamed up, she's taken assisting to a whole new level. Caitlin Clark, graded assists. Gainbridge, graded assists for your savings.
Welcome back to the Cotton Bowl here in Dallas, where it's time to meet tonight's starting lineups presented by Scottish Rite for Children. First up, we'll get a look at Dallas Trinity. Just one change for them. It's Maya McCutcheon earning a spot in the starting lineup here this evening.
McCutcheon was fantastic last time out for this Dallas Trinity side, so she's going to start. She's going to cover a lot of ground essentially, which will allow Missimo and Bellotta to be box-to-box and also play on both sides of the ball. And doing that, that allows that front three to be expansive, allows them to be vertical, which what we've seen from Dallas Trinity has been lethal in transitional moments. First 10 to 15 minutes, setting your defensive line is going to be important.
Tonight's starting lineups presented by Scottish Rite for Children. Every child deserves the best start and a strong finish in life and in sports. And as the official pediatric partner of Dallas Trinity FC, Scottish Rite for Children is here to make that happen with world-class pediatric and sports medicine care. As for the Lexington lineup, a few changes for the girls in green, 3 players making their first starts of the season.
So the first 10 minutes getting these players very comfortable. Wynn, Weiner, Barry, especially on that front line. How expansive can they be? A side that has scored 27 times. It tells you how explosive, how energetic they are at pressing the issue, pressing high, forcing turnovers. That's going to be the point of emphasis for Masaki Hemi to play themselves into this game.
Cassie Rohan inserted on the back line. She's only played in 1 game so far this season, making her first start of the season as well. There we get a look at Lexington SC. They're in their, what are we going to call those? The cotton candy uniforms, Ricky?
I'm a fan of it.
I like them.
Yeah.
They're different. Well, here's a look at the injury report for Dallas. Head coach Chris Petrucelli told us for the first time in Dallas Trinity history, no injuries, which is great for them. And as for Lexington, Hannah White and Sarah Griffith unavailable today. Hannah White had an assist in the last meeting against Dallas. Sarah Griffith also a huge contributor in that last matchup. So 2 players that Lexington will certainly miss in this matchup today. There's a look at our head official, Adahan Yaya. He'll be making all the tough decisions here in Dallas as we get set for kickoff between Dallas Trinity and Lexington SC at the Cotton Bowl Stadium in Dallas, Texas. It's a gorgeous day, mid-70s. But we saw it earlier, wind gusts of about 20 miles an hour will certainly be a factor in this one. Dallas Trinity looking to continue their winning streak. Would be the 4th straight win if they can pick up 3 points today as we are underway in Dallas. Ricky Lopez, Espin, Bridget Howard with you for week 16 in the Gainbridge Super League. Dallas wins possession. They take it up from deep in their half of the pitch, sending it centrally. Bellotta runs into traffic. Addie McCain. Ricky, in the initial moments of this one, just looking at the pitch itself, half of it's in the shade, half of it's in the sun. How much does that affect you as a player?
Throw the wind in there as well. So it's going to be a point of emphasis for both of these head coaches to try to keep the ball on the deck. And doing that, you need to play quick. You need to be decisive because we've seen that both of these teams are very good defensively.
This ball sent towards goal. It's sent over the crossbar. An early look for Lexington.
Fantastic action from Barry, understanding to turn her defense into offense and allowing this strike to Tess Foster early on. Good start for the attacking player for Lexington.
Catherine Barry making her 14th straight start for Lexington as we get a look at Dallas head coach Chris Petrucelli. And when we talked to him about the last matchup against Lexington, he said, listen, I felt like we didn't play bad. There were just some different cards dealt to us, right, that they had to handle. Smart Guidry had 2 yellow cards resulting in a red, so they played down a player. It's just a lot working against them in that match. And when you're going up against a Lexington team that is already an all-star squad and then you have to go up against them with a player down, that's a tough one.
It was interesting what I took from that conversation in terms of the mentality that Petrucelli was able to convey to his team, saying we could have easily just parked the bus, get numbers behind the ball, and make the game extremely difficult, but we did the reverse. We wanted to go at him. We wanted to continue to play our style of soccer. And doing that, yes, you conceded goals, but the messaging for Chris Petrucelli now for his side is a reaction. You need a revenge against a top-seeded Lexington side.
Tati Fong pushes it forward. Lands at the feet of Hannah Davison, who will send it back. Riley Foster getting the start in goal for Dallas Trinity, her 12th start of the season. Cassie Rohan steps and plays it to McCain. Pantuso will swish it out to Bourgeois. Schartz with the long ball forward. Looking for Weinert, who we talked about in the open. She's been a spark off the bench for Lexington, getting her first start of the season tonight. Played the inaugural season with Spokane. This ball into the box. Weinert gets there but can't keep it in bounds.
The amount of pressure that we're seeing for Lexington, throwing a lot of numbers forward and playing direct into their attacking 18-yard box, tells you about the mentality and the messaging for Masaki Hemi, saying he wants to score an opening goal early in this match, putting pressure on the opposition back line.
There's Masaki Hemi in his first season as Lexington's head coach, but it was just announced not too long ago he'll be moving over to the men's side. So it'll be the assistant coach, Koski Kimura, taking over for Lexington as we enter the spring. Rohan settles it. Dallas doing a nice job so far, not allowing any channels on the outside parts of the pitch. The Bogagu gets it to the center. Weinert comes back to collect.
The center three for Dallas Trinity is just so important in terms of the defensive set, understanding that front three is going to go. So Bellotta, McCutcheon, and Davidson need to do a really good job at understanding when to step, when to drop, and do everything as a unit to be compact. Because if you give this Lexington side any time and space, they're too good, they'll hurt you.
This ball just nearly got past the goalkeeper, Kat Asman. It was Tamara coming on strong.
Just so opportunistic, Tamara's ability to sniff out any half opportunity and put pressure on the opposition. Just a nightmare to defend with her pace, but also very comfortable with the ball at her feet.
She has 3 assists so far this season. Her speed causes a lot of problems. This ball played into the box, sent out. Dallas, will they get another look? They won't. Here comes Lexington. It's Kat Berry. She waits for help and plays it up right to the feet of Mackenzie Weinert. Weinert can't get past Riley Foster. But what a build-up for Lexington. Riley Foster being tested early. What'd you see here?
When you have a front three that is just so in tune, really well done. As Barry drops in, that allows that time and space in behind, but that first touch right there from Weinert, not the best. Notice how you need to put it out in front of you. Now her feet are caught underneath her, unable to open up her hips and find that angle. Almost stabs on it, which plays into the hands of Foster, but really good save from the goalkeeper. Coming off of her line, making herself big and denying the opening goal for Lexington.
Long throw in for Lexington on the far sideline. Mackenzie Weinert active early. Plays it back to Bourgeois. 2 players that came over from Spokane, along with Taylor Almer and Amina Ekic.
Going to be a really interesting afternoon for this Dallas Trinity back line, understanding how good this front three is for Lexington. As Barry drops in, now you need to have a lot of communication between that back four, passing players off and providing coverage of one another.
Bourgeois gets it to the top of the box. A look towards goal, goes high. That was number 9, Amber Wynn, getting the shot off, making her first start of the season.
And just talk about the rotation as this ball pops down. Really well done from McCain just to put it onto a play that has a better body position, but a little bit off balance from Wynn. But good action yet again, 8 minutes in, all one-way traffic in favor of the visiting side.
Amber Wynn won the 2020 SEC Championship at Vanderbilt, also spent time at Georgia. Lexington working it down the far sideline on the ground, picked off. Addie McCain comes back. And that's where Lexington makes it so challenging for teams. They've got Dallas pinned so deep inside of their half of the pitch. Then they try to send a ball forward, and Lexington's right there to just come on the attack once again.
It's a leadership of the two center backs, Sharts and Pentuso, being really aggressive at keeping this game in their attacking half. Notice their positioning when in possession, all 10 outfield players in the attacking half of play.
Riley Foster with the goal kick will go short. Adahan Yaya wants another look at that one. Is the ball not settled?
Ball has to stop completely.
Yeah. Lexington putting loads of pressure on Dallas right now. Sharts back to Pentuso. A duo of Hannah Sharts, Allison Pentuso, they've started and played in every single game this season for this Lexington side. And as we saw last season in the inaugural year of the Gainbridge Super League, it was all about figuring out what players, what pieces you have on your team. And for Lexington to have a completely new squad for the most part this year and be able to find that consistency so early on with those two center backs makes all the difference.
You have to give a lot of credit to Masaki Hemi, what he's been able to do to push every single button, to be a coach that's extremely relatable, but also very clear in his instructions. So every single player on the field knows exactly what is asked of them and responsible within their positioning in the roster.
Hannah Sharts gets set to throw this ball in. And as we've seen all season long, her throw-in is like a corner. This one gets right into the center of the box. But Dallas gets the first head. We've seen Lexington use her throw-ins as such a weapon this year. Well, Dallas Trinity fans want the inside track this season? Sign up for the DTFC newsletter for breaking news, special offers, and exclusive updates from the club in year 2 of the Gainbridge Super League. Scan the QR code now and stay connected all year long.
Dallas Trinity having a really difficult time dealing with the pressure put forth by Lexington. So understanding if you are one of the 4 players in that back line, your decision making is going to be crucial at breaking through and opening up this game. There's nothing wrong with playing a little bit more direct into the path of Thornton and Tamara.
This Dallas team, not only have they seen ebbs and flows with their results this season, they've been a very streaky team, starting out strong, then going on a winless streak, and now they're on a 3-game winning streak. They've changed their formation this season, and we talked with head coach Chris Petrucelli about it. They were known for having a 3-back all year long last season, and that's the way that they wanted to start off this year. Well, now they dropped Amber Wisner back into the back line, and they've seen a lot of success since doing that.
You have a little bit more structure when you have 4 players across the back line, but also you have more leadership as your two center backs with Wisner and Davidson, the ability to communicate with the three in front of them, and doing that, the lines are extremely tight. There's not a lot of space in between your defensive sets, and that's given them the foundation to be a little bit more transitional in nature.
Almer finds Weiner, who turns on the Jets. Samar Guidry plays it out of bounds.
Really good 1v1 defending from Guidry, not to leave her feet and stay like with Weiner. When she takes that long touch, that's when she steps in and closes down the space.
Smart Guidry in the last meeting in late September had 2 yellow cards, which results in a red, and she had to exit the match. Dallas played down a player for majority of the second half. We get another throw in here from Hannah Schartz. How far will this one go? Arcing into the box, and again, Dallas gets the first head. Bourgeois takes her time. Weiner on the end of it, looks towards goal, but an easy save for Riley Foster.
Just the pressure is relentless for Lexington, whether it is through the long throw from Schartz, but also the ability to win second balls have been important through the first 14 minutes here for Lexington. Dallas having an extremely difficult time just releasing some of this pressure.
Throughout conversations with head coach Masaki Hemi for Lexington this season, he's always said that defending is the initial part of their attack, and you're seeing that on full display so far in this one.
The ability to force turnovers and recover the ball in a more advanced position, that tells you the structure and the positioning, specifically of two center backs, trying to condense the field and keep everything in front of them for Lexington.
Picked off by Lexington. It's at the feet of Weiner. Once again, Weiner rips denied. Dallas wins it back. It's Sierra Hinson. We'll play it back to Wisner. "15 minutes into this one, and it's been all Lexington. We'll enter the Prinks Tires Family Game Day Kit sweepstakes for a chance to win a prize pack worth up to $4,000. Scan the QR code on screen to enter today. Dallas opts to go short. A poor touch, but it lands back at the feet of Hinson. Tamara plays it out wide. Abogugu gets around her defender, but can't get around the second one. Hinson, former Texas All-American. They moved her to an outside back position this season, and she's found a lot of success in that role. Guidry moves it forward. Schartz clears it.
Good spell of possession here for Dallas.
Hinson with a look on goal. Asman collects easily.
Just to settle into this game, but also in terms of the mentality, understanding that if you do put your foot on the ball for Dallas, you can pick apart and really ask some questions of Lexington. If you are Chris Petroselli, the head coach for Dallas, you're going to want to see that more on a consistent basis.
Kat Asman hasn't been tested much so far in this one. She's tied for first in the league with 5 clean sheets. It's a credit to not only her shot-stopping ability, but this back line for Lexington that we've already spoke highly of today. Abogugu wanted Tamara. Bourgeois plays it forward. Barry can't get there. Couple of times the outside backs for Lexington have had nice ideas trying to split the defenders because they know they've got that speed up top.
Understanding as Dallas Trinity are getting on the ball a little bit more, they're throwing more numbers forward. So in theory, that can leave them exposed, going back the other way, so the transitional moments can be on for Lexington here.
McCain to Barry. Barry at the top of the box. Can't get around her defender. McCain hits the ground and can't keep it in bounds. It'll be a goal kick for Dallas.
Phenomenal 1v1 defending from Wisner, not to leave her feet and just read the body position, body movements of Barry. It's a 1v1 in her defending 18-yard box. Really well done by the center back for Dallas.
Wisner announced before the season that this will be her last playing pro soccer. Played in every minute of all 28 matches last season. Named the All-League first team. Has just had an outstanding career. And captain for Dallas Trinity. She's one of those players where when she steps away, this team is going to feel it. Just the leadership that she brings on and off the field. Just her aggressive nature she brings to these games. Throw in on the way for Dallas. Far side, Sierra Hinson. Massimo, who returned just a few matches ago from an injury. Tamara running into traffic. It's Wisner and Weiner going at it on the far sideline. Restart for Dallas.
Fantastic positioning from Wisner. You notice the angle that she takes, puts herself between her individual marker, and the ball. Good call from Atahanyaya, our referee.
Allie Thornton. Anna Davison out to Wisner. Then back and forth, both teams trying to find their footing. Lexington came out on the front foot. Everyone's kind of settled in so far.
The positioning has been a lot better for Dallas Trinity, understanding the movements, and good ball here for Thornton.
Allie Thornton gets around Schartz. Runs into a problem with Cassie Rohan.
We're seeing with Dallas Trinity, specifically the two outside backs, they're staying as wide as they possibly can. And doing that, you make the field as big as you can to open up gaps centrally. So now players on the ball, specifically the two center backs, have two options. They can play centrally, but they can also play wide. And that is what is stretching out this Lexington defensive set.
We'll gear up for year 2. Rep Dallas Trinity FC with the latest kits, scarves, and merch. Be one of the first to own part of the newly released Trinity Flair collection, on sale now. Visit shop.DallasTrinityFC.com today and show your colors all season long. Tati Fung plays it through to Wynn. Wynn can't get through the two Dallas defenders. Maya McCutcheon moves it back. Chris Petrucelli told us this week that Maya McCutcheon would be in the starting 11, and she earned it based on her play last week. And she gives more protection for Lexi Massimo Allows her to be a little bit more free as Tamara breaks free here, sends it out to Abogagu. Abogagu on the ground. Deflected off of Allison Pantuso, and Asman comes up with it.
For Dallas Trinity, you need to start to operate in between lines. A little bit of strength shown there from Tamara, and I love the aggressive nature as she continues her run to play this ball into Abogagu. This is really good goalkeeping in the end from Asman, just to call off her defender to secure this ball. But if you can find and bypass that initial line of pressure for Dallas Trinity, the game will start to open up because you have two ball players in, Massimo and Bellata, in that central location that can pick apart and find that final ball going forward.
Kat Berry tests the back line. There's a Dallas player down after that run in with Berry. Holding that left ankle, it's Hannah Davison. Let's look at what happened there.
Just to follow through from Berry, just catches the left ankle of Davison. Listener Davison have formed a really good relationship and partnership in the heart of that back line for Dallas Trinity. Hopefully she's okay to continue on for Chris Petroselli.
Yeah, Hannah Davison has been a huge part of this Dallas Trinity team since the beginning. She started in 23 matches last season, played over 2,000 minutes. Was the first goal scorer in club history in their inaugural match versus Tampa Bay Sun. Get a look here. She's walking off the pitch on her own accord, but a slight limp there. We'll see if she's okay to come back in this one. We're 25 minutes in now. What's your eval of these two teams so far?
It's been a good match. 25 minutes in, we've seen both teams be the dominant force. It started with Lexington. They're on the ball a little bit more. They're a bit more threatening in terms of their possession, but we've seen it the last 3 games for Dallas Trinity. Their defensive set, their box defending was tremendous, not allowing any clear-cut opportunities, which allowed them to play themselves into this game and grow some confidence. Sets up for a nice second half of this first half of this match.
And Chris Petroselli had talked to us about the defending for this Dallas Trinity team in our conversation this week. They've had to embrace the defending side of the game this year. Just as quickly as we're talking about defense, thought something was going to happen there with Allie Thornton, but she's called offside. Select is the official matchball supplier of the Gainbridge Super League and many elite leagues throughout Europe. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. Going back to that defending piece, they always had this vision for Dallas of being on the front foot, keeping the ball, creating chances, and while they still do that very well, they had to take a mentality switch for this entire team to really focus on the defending piece, and that has been a priority for them, specifically defending in the penalty area, and they've done a really solid job of doing that so far here this afternoon.
I have to give a ton of credit to Chris Petroselli in terms of the ability to adapt throughout a season, understanding that what you want maybe is not working at this time and place, so how can you change things? How can you press buttons to get the best reaction, form the best relationships throughout your starting 11 and the players coming onto this field? Dallas Trinity over the last couple of games have really found something, and it starts again with their defensive mindset on the other side of the ball.
Last 3 matches have been all wins, and they've only allowed 1 goal in that stretch, which is very impressive for a team that we've said has been streaky throughout this season. Foster with the clearance. Again, this Lexington side wins possession. And they'll reset here.
Nice pocket of space.
Amber Wynn with oncoming pressure. Can she get rid of it? Play it back to Fung. Bourgeois on the far sideline uses her speed. Deflected. It'll be a corner kick for Lexington. First of the afternoon.
Good action for Lexington, specifically when she picks up this ball on the half turn. She needs to be a little bit more decisive because you require so much attention, so that allows your teammates to be wide open. As this ball comes around the corner, Bourgeois being really aggressive from her right back position.
This corner kick is presented by Cornerstone Capital Bank. Lexington turns to Amber Wynn, who plays it into the 18. And it's a goal for Lexington. It's Allison Pantuso. That goal for Lexington coming in the 28th minute. And that came quick.
Put the ball in a dangerous area, you will get rewarded as this ball trickles down. It's all about the first to react. Pantuso on her toes, beats every single player in a Dallas Trinity jersey, and all she needs to do here is just get it on target. No chance for Foster whatsoever. The blink of an eye, Lexington take the lead here in the Cotton Bowl.
That goal, I think, caught us both off guard. It was almost as like, did we not hear a whistle? It looked as if that Dallas defense just froze.
Just stopped. Especially when you've been so good in terms of your box defending. It's not the initial ball that can cause some concern. It's a secondary wave of attack. So give credit to Lexington and Pantuso specifically to stay with the play, beat her individual marker, and find the bottom corner.
Allison Pantuso puts Lexington on the board here this afternoon. Catherine Berry holds it and loses it to Amber Wisner. Pantuso tracks it down. Allie Thornton has turned on the Jets. Guidry wanted it to get to Thornton. Short steps in. Addie McCain turns it over, but not before our head official stops play.
Next 5 minutes are going to be really important for both of these sides for different reasons. For Lexington, you want to continue with the momentum. You want to try to get your second goal ahead of going into the locker room. And for Chris Petroselli and this Dallas Trinity side, what's the reaction look like? You're down a goal. Your box defending has been phenomenal over the last couple games. You concede in a set-piece opportunity. You need your big-time players to put their foot on the game and take the sting out of Lexington.
For Lexington, one of their big focuses coming into this match was the final execution in both boxes. They've done a nice job defending their box, but that last goal, that's just about being clinical in front of net. Allison Pantuso, a defender, stepping in and putting Lexington on the board here in this one. They're chipping away. So it's been something that has been a focus for this Lexington side, just being able to finish those opportunities. Misaki Hemi said, looking at the stats, the shots, etc., the probability, all the things, we should be winning games. And while they do have the longest undefeated streak in the league currently at 14, a lot of them have been draws.
All about the mentality from minute 1 to minute 90 in a more of a consistent basis. That's a really good challenge.
So Cassie Rohan came in, tripped up Allie Thornton, but it's going to be a restart in favor of Lexington.
The front three for Dallas Trinity needs to become a little bit more involved. Good challenge from Rohan. It's that left extended arm from Allie Thornton that gets her in trouble, and it's a good call in the end from Atahan Yaya.
We'll join Dallas Trinity FC for their next home match on Friday, January 31st, as they welcome Brooklyn FC to the Cotton Bowl. The night will also serve as a celebration in recognition of Black History Month, honoring culture, history, and contributions that continue to shape the game and the community. Don't miss an impactful night of soccer and celebration in Dallas. Get your tickets by scanning the QR code or visiting DallasTrinityFC.com/tickets. Dallas just missing that final pass right now and making it easy and predictable for Lexington. Bourgeois gets it to McCain, but McCain loses it.
Just having a really difficult time, Dallas Trinity, getting anything going forward. You look at that front three, Tamara with only 11 touches, Thornton with only 11 touches, Massima with 13 touches. And that is the trio going forward. If you can bypass that initial line of pressure for Lexington, the game will start to open up, but you need to be clean. You need to be a little bit more decisive and cleaner in terms of your ball circulation.
If you're just joining us, welcome. It's Dallas Trinity taking on Lexington at the Cotton Bowl in Dallas. Ricky Lopez-Espin, Bridget Howard with you on the call this afternoon. And Lexington got on the board first in the 28th minute. It was Allison Pantuso off a corner kick from Amber Wynn. That has been the difference in this one so far. The last time these two teams met was in late September. Lexington picked up their first ever win against Dallas Trinity, 6-1. I ran out of space on my sheet in that game of how many goals we saw. So a throw in for Lexington in the shade on the far side. Alyssa Bourgeois with another long throw in. Dallas gets the initial header. At both sides right now, Dallas, they get the initial touch, but there's no one running in behind for them right now. Whereas when you look at Lexington, they've got the Weinerts, the Berries, the McCains. They have so many players supporting underneath or above them. That seems to be the difference maker right now.
It's been really comfortable through Lexington's back line. Everything has been in front of them. There's no vertical threat, which is very surprising with what we've seen. For an example right there, good step in from Rohan. What we've seen from Dallas Trinity over the last couple games with how expansive and how transitional they've been.
Bourgeois pulls it back, loses her footing, but gets back up, and that's going to be a foul. Chioma Abogagu doesn't like that call. It'll be a free kick just outside the box for Lexington.
Another part of the problem for Dallas Trinity is there's just no options going forward. That is your attacking player, Abogagu, right outside the defensive 18-yard box, and it's just a bit silly. No need to try to win that ball. The opposition is facing away from goal. You just move your feet. Your job is done. You become a little bit overzealous. Now you allow Lexington to put more pressure on Foster and try to get their second.
So Amber Wynn gets set to take this free kick. She took the previous corner that resulted in a goal for Lexington off the foot of Allison Pantuso. Can they make something happen again here? Win into the 6-yard box. Redirected towards goal and sent out by Dallas. Tamara taken off her feet, a hard hit from Bourgeois. She's on the ground. That was a tough collision. She's helped to her feet.
Clean challenge. Bourgeois. She comes in all the ball as Tamara comes over. Herself a really strong first half through 38 minutes. Bourgeois, the right back for Lexington.
They switch the pitch and find Tamara. McCutcheon looking for an outlet. Guidry plays it right back to her. McCutcheon to the end line. She somehow keeps it in. Tamara unable to get there. Guidry came in hot on that tackle. Our head official stops play in favor of Lexington.
Good effort for McCutcheon to keep this ball alive, but it's this foul right here as Guidry comes in and drops the shoulder and just takes out Weiner, but initially there's not a lot in that whatsoever. As you feel the reaction for Guidry, she picks her head up and looks at Atahan Yaya, asking for an explanation. This simply seems, in our vantage point, that she got the ball first, beating Weiner.
Just like we've got the backs of Dallas Trinity FC, Trust and Will also has yours, helping families protect their legacy for generations. Start your plan today at trustandwill.com. Foster gets rid of it and sends it into the stands. Looking at the stats so far, no surprise, Lexington dominating possession.
Just everything is in front of the pressure of Lexington. You need someone to play in between the lines. Massimo needs to become a little bit more active at playing off the shoulder of Fong McCain in that central location. If you can get her center of your screen number 10, the game will start to open up for Dallas Trinity, but the problem is just no one's picking up their head and bypassing the line. Everything is played right into the hands of Lexington.
And that's why they brought in Maya McCutcheon to kind of plug that hole in the midfield, be more of a defensive presence, but that hasn't really been working all that well so far in this first half. What changes will they make at halftime? We'll see. Tamara plays it back to Davison, and Davison just too heavy of a touch on that pass forward.
You have to give credit to Fung and McCain as well, the two players centrally for Masaki Hemi and Lexington. They've done a really good job at finding the balance. As one goes to apply some pressure, the other one is dropping in and just shielding this back four, not allowing any time and space in between the two defensive lines of Lexington. It's been a really good compact performance thus far defensively for the visiting side.
It's been great to see Tati Fung just blossom with this Lexington side this season. She played for Fort Lauderdale in the inaugural season and only played in, she only played in 21 games, only started in 4 games, 466 minutes. You didn't get to see her full potential, and she has been in the starting lineup for this Lexington side for the majority of the season. Well, all of the season, 13 starts, now make it 14 today. And she's really coming to her own with this side.
A change of scenery, a change of an identity, a change of system. Really complements the type of profile that Fung is. Plays on both sides of the ball at a really high level, comfortable in possession, keeps the game moving, and has the engine to cover every single plate of grass. She's been a big part of what Lexington's trying to create, especially in that central midfield role.
It's Winnie Bellotta and Chioma Abogugu standing over this free kick for Dallas Trinity. Abogugu bolts, Bellotta plays it in, backside, Asman there to collect. Dallas is going to want that opportunity back. They had 2 players in prime position to finish that one off. Lexington wins possession. It's Bourgeois on the far side. Rohan.
Good run.
To Weinert. Weinert serves it in, punched out, and cleared out. It'll be a corner kick for Lexington. That was a great response from the girls in green.
Fantastic ball in from Bogagu. And now you need the communication between Davison and Thornton. Two players going for the same ball. In the end, it's a good save from Massman. Equally as impressive as that punch is from Foster to push it up and away from her dangerous area. And Bogagu doing the dirty side of the ball, clearing her lines for Dallas Trinity.
43rd minute. Another corner kick brought to you by Cornerstone Capital Bank. Amber Wynn, can she do it again? This one low. Catherine Berry turns. Another ball, backside, and it was headed out of bounds by Allison Pantuso. Lexington wants a corner, and they'll get one.
Just keeping the play alive is what Lexington is doing at an extremely high level. You get denied initially, but you reset, you get more numbers in around that 18-yard box. You put the ball in a dangerous area, and you continue to put pressure on Dallas's back line.
This corner kick is presented by Cornerstone Capital Bank. This time, it's Tati Fung. Fung had 2 assists in the last meeting against Dallas. She plays it low into the box. It'll be a goal kick for Dallas. We're looking to go to that front post there. Dallas fans trying to get their team fired up. Nice crowd here this afternoon. Dallas is going to have to take that goal kick once again. What do you hear there?
A little bit of frustration from Lexington. Not the third time that we've seen that same type of infraction occur.
Rohan picks that ball off. Just out of reach of Amber Wynn. Sierra Hinson taking it herself. Lays it off for Abogagu. Abogagu cutting it inside, and that touch just too far out in front of her. They'll get a throw in. Allie Thornton loses it. McCain. McCain gets it forward to Catherine Berry. Cat Berry has 7 goals on the season, 2 braces. We haven't said her name all that much, though, in this first half.
Berry's done a lot of the dirty work that you need to do as a number 9, which is the hold-up play, occupying center backs, allowing your teammates to have more time and space around you. Watch out here.
McCain to Weiner. Denied by Guidry.
Another good positioning from Guidry.
Guidry taking it herself. And they'll finally get the foul, but I think Dallas is rightfully upset about that. They had possession. They were moving forward quickly.
Rightly so. If you are Dallas Trinity, I am giving Atahanyaya an earful advantage. Yes, that's a foul, but play continues on. She clearly has the right runaway. Lexington gets away with one here massively, because that is a transitional moment in favor of Dallas Trinity that Atahanyaya brings back to give a yellow card to Weiner.
Well, and it seemed like it delayed yellow, right? Because you saw Almer also pull the jersey, so you would have thought the yellow would have gone to her since that was the last touch. But regardless, this ball played just outside the top of the 18.
And let's be very clear here. You can allow this play to continue on to finish whatever it may come to the outcome, and then come back and give the yellow card to Weiner and Almer. But that is the frustration that you saw from Tamara, giving our referee an earful after the fact.
Certainly a puzzling call that Dallas will want back, but they'll have to push forward. 2 minutes of stoppage time. Added to the first half. And again, Mackenzie Weiner was issued a yellow card. The final moments of this first half at the Cotton Bowl. Amber Wynn. Get another free kick. Lexington add to their lead. Wynn serves it into the box. Weiner got ahead, but Foster comes out to grab it.
Good reading of the play from Foster. And again, Lexington wins the initial ball, but also at the doorstep trying to tap it in. It's going to be a point of conversation for Chris Petroselli and his Dallas Trinity side, saying we need to do a better job at putting pressure initially, but also being like for like with our individual marker with the second wave in terms of our box defending.
And that'll do it for the first half between Lexington and the home side Dallas Trinity. Ricky, we've talked about it throughout, the evaluations of both sides, but just your initial thoughts on this first half.
Tactically, Lexington and Masaki Hemias have got this game right. The positioning of all 10 outfield players, really aggressive, staying high, forcing the issue, squeezing the game, and in doing that, being on the front foot in terms of mentality, but also through the run of play. From Dallas Trinity, you need to get your attacking phase going. You need Missimo, you need Tamara Thorin a little bit more involved higher up the field. The way that you do that is when you do get possession, have the personality to bypass the initial line of pressure.
This Lexington side has yet to lose a match this season. They remain undefeated through 14 matches. Can they continue that streak? Hold on. In this second half, it would be a big win. A big win in general, but a big win on the road for them. They're entering today on a 3-match winless streak. They've had 3 draws in their last 3. Here's a look at Amber Wynn. She was a nice addition to this starting lineup for Lexington in this one.
Did a really good job of finding the half pockets in between lines, getting on the half turn, being vertical. She's going to play a big part in this second half.
Well, we're joined now by Allison Pantuso from Lexington. Allison, thanks for joining us. You just picked up your second goal of the season. Walk us through that corner kick and what you saw.
Yeah, I mean, Amber played a great ball in, and I think Hannah contested for it, and it dropped in front of me, so I was happy to be there in that moment.
Allison, talk to me about the positioning. It seems like you and Charch are being really aggressive at squeezing the game. Was that something that came from Masaki Hemi in terms of the tactical awareness of this match?
Yeah, of course. He wants us to just make sure we're on the backs of the forwards, make sure we're staying connected, encouraging us to step when we can. So, yeah, we're just trying to stay on him.
A nice first half from this Lexington side. Allison, we'll let you get to the locker room. Thanks for the time.
Thank you, guys.
Well, Allison Pantuso's second goal of the season has Lexington on top 1-0 here in this first half in Dallas. Don't go anywhere. We've got more coming up for you at the break. Ricky Lopez-Esman, Bridget Howard.
This year, the talent is even stronger than last year.
Gianna Gorley has scored again. The first goal in Sports Cast history.
Tires in the USL help soccer journeys everywhere to drive harder. From city playgrounds to suburban sidelines, from early mornings to late nights, from fun with friends to winner takes all, from the biggest fan to the biggest heart. And at every turn, Prince Tires will be there for the long haul.
A dream too big to measure, a will too strong to break. While others played, she prepared. She worked. Every sacrifice, every setback, every moment changed with this. While others saw limits, she saw a challenge. Every rep, every step, proof she's not finished. She's not just coming back, she's coming back stronger than ever. Scottish Rite for Children. Champions caring for champions.
This is UT Southwestern Medical Center, and this is where a spark happens. This is the teamwork that fuels it, the mentors who shape it. And this is where it comes together, with this care team connecting the dots, all leading up to this moment right here at UT Southwestern, where discoveries change lives. And this spark is just the beginning. Follow your spark at UT Southwestern, the #1 hospital in Dallas-Fort Worth.
Gonna get ya.
Back in Dallas at halftime between Dallas Trinity and Lexington. Allison Pantuso putting the girls in green on top in the first half off of a corner kick from Amber Wynn. It's 1-0 as we sit at halftime. Ricky Lopez-Espin, Bridget Howard with you. And here's a look at our news and notes for Week 16 in the Gainbridge Super League. Brooklyn, crazy that they remain undefeated against Tampa Bay in the all-time series.
Really big 3 points to finish this fall campaign over Tampa Bay Sunside that is struggling in this fall slate. The Semos makes her mark. What an addition she's been for Dallas Trinity. She scored the game-winning goal last time out against Carolina Ascent. And Gorley, back-to-back, having a brace against this Lexington side for DC Power. Just so much talent. Tells you about the amount of headlines at Gainbridge Super League. Take your pick.
Well, and we've talked about it, players getting their chance with new teams. Gianna Gorley started with Fort Lauderdale United. Now she's really coming into her own with DC Power. Well, this holiday season, Dallas Trinity FC was proud to give back to the community. Earlier this week, Trinity players visited Scottish Rite for Children, lending a helping hand and donating toys to help brighten the holidays for kids and families across North Texas. It's a reminder that the impact of this club goes beyond the pitch and that together we can make a difference. Check out some of the highlights of their visit. I love to see teams doing these types of activities during the holidays. Well, we've got more coming up for you right after this, but I could sit here and watch this all day. An inflatable Christmas mascot race.
Just look at Sands in the background. He's doing, what do you think? He's running around the pole, trying to get dizzy. Put the ball on target. You give yourself a chance. Maybe one of the two head coaches bring these players onto the field, provide an impact in the second half.
Oh, it's the gingerbread man. Stick with us. We'll be back right after this.
Thank you to everyone who stopped by the fan zone to sign up with our founding partner, El Rio Grande. And now listen up, here are the 4 lucky winners, each receiving a $25 gift certificate. First winner is Jose Rojas. Our next winner is Trinity Gilson. Also, Natalia Ramirez. And finally, Manfred Rubio. Again, Jose Rojas, Timothy Gilson, Natalia Ramirez, and Manfred Rubio. Congratulations to all winners. Please visit El Rio Grande Champions Fan Zone to claim your gift certificates. And a big thank you to El Rio Grande for their continued support of Dallas Trinity FC. Give it up for Gianna. Her journey is all about determination, resilience, and hard work. On and off the field, Gianna has continued to grow, staying committed to the game she loves and trusting the process every step of the way. With the support of Scottish Right for Children, she's proving that progress and perseverance shape the future for young athletes everywhere. Let's hear it for Gianna, our set for future Trinity star. Kids get more than a diagnosis, they get a team. Their pediatric, orthopedic, and sports medicine specialists provide expert family-centered care with the latest technology and treatments, helping kids get back to being kids. Scottish Right for Children is proud to be the official pediatric healthcare partner of Dallas Trinity FC.
Dream too big to measure, a will too strong to break. While others played, she prepared. She worked. Every sacrifice, every setback, every moment changed with this. While others saw limits, she saw a challenge. Every rep, every step. She's not finished.
Back at the Cotton Bowl, Ricky Lopez-Espin, Bridget Howard with you as Week 16 of the Gainbridge Super League is underway. The final weekend of matches before the break, and Lexington sits on top 1-0 after the first half. Here's a look back at all the action we saw. It was all Lexington.
To come out of this game, it was Lexington. They were on the front foot. They were really putting pressure. That first touch from Weiner needs to be a little bit better, more out in front of her. Almost gets caught underneath her, which allows Foster to make herself big, and that's a perfect picture of the angle there that's cut down by the goalkeeper. Really good save for Dallas Trinity. And the game changed in set pieces, especially with the mentality this ball pops off. Pantusa makes no mistake about this finish. She's first to react and just so close in proximity. You put it on target, you give yourself a chance, and that's going to be extremely frustrating for Chris Petroselli and Dallas Trinity because it's not X and O's. That is just pure mentality where you're be as we go in to late into that first half. You need more communication here. Two players going for the same ball. That ball needs to end up in the back of the net, but yet give credit to Asman. Comes across her near post and really good reaction down to her left-hand side to leave this thing 1-0 in favor of Lexington.
That was easily Dallas's best opportunity in that first half. When you look at the halftime stats as they sit right now, no wonder Lexington's on top 1-0. Every stat we have is in favor of them, and you look at just the offensive side of things for Dallas, there has been no corner kicks. They don't lead in possession. Like, it's just not clicking for them right now, and it's a big credit to Lexington's defense.
And through the run of play, the position needs to be a little bit better through the front four for Dallas Trinity. Mostimo needs to come into the half space in between lines, which allows Thornton, Tamara, and Abogugu to be a little bit more vertical, more expansive. And doing that, the game will start to open up. So that's going to be a point of emphasis for Chris Petroselli and Dallas Trinity here at the halftime talk.
Well, it's a festive match day here at the Cotton Bowl. The fans are having a great time. They need to see more holiday spirit on the pitch from this Dallas Trinity side. We'll be back for the second half right after this. You're watching the Gainbridge Super League on Peacock.
Where discoveries change lives. And this spark is just the beginning. Follow your spark at UT Southwestern, the #1 hospital in Dallas.
Getting set for the second half between Dallas Trinity and Lexington SC. Lexington on the board early in this one off the foot of Allison Pantuso. Both these teams, who will it be going out in the fall calendar on a high note? Can Lexington extend their undefeated streak, or will Dallas finally top the Giant and continue their winning streak as well? As they get ready for the break, we'll look to the spring openers. Dallas Trinity will host Brooklyn, and Lexington will head to the Sunshine State to take on Fort Lauderdale, both on January 31st. Second half just moments away here at the Cotton Bowl. Ricky Lopez-Espin, Bridget Howard with you. Our head official today is Adahan Yaya. And here we go, second half between Dallas Trinity and Lexington SC. Dallas has possession first. No subs at halftime for either of these teams. Well, if you're just joining us, it was Allison Pantuso in the 28th minute, putting Lexington on top with her second goal of the season. Sierra Hinson fending off defenders. McCain picks up this loose ball. Looks to Almer. Almer to Weiner. Weiner can't gain her footing. Wisner comes away with it. Good defending from the veteran. Free kick for Dallas on the far side.
Again, to start this second half, Dallas Trinity is playing right in front of Lexington. You need Bellotta, you need McCutcheon to be a line higher. In doing that, you open up space for your two center backs to have more time and space to pick up their head and find the front line, which is something that struggled. Good move here.
Tamara just weaving through the Lexington defense.
Just so good 1v1. Tamara is the ability to feel pressure, but also to create a little bit of separation. But you need to take this touch right there, put it around your defender, put the ball into a dangerous area. Just a little bit too much there from Tamara, but good action for the attacking player.
Bourgeois got a foot out and kept that ball in bounds. Gets it up to Barry, who's on the move, but loses it, and a goal kick coming for Dallas Trinity. Riley Foster. Almer picks it up in the midfield. Tati Fung. Back to Pantuso. Addie McCain called offside. It's Lexington side just picking up right where they left off on the front foot here in this second half.
Again, just center of your screen, Bellotta and McCutcheon both operating in the same pocket of space. You're inviting Lexington to throw more numbers high up the field. That is when you need to find and understand the balance centrally. One sits at home, the other two can be a little bit higher, more aggressive to open up space for your teammates to pick up their head.
Tamara.
Has to be a card.
It's going to be a yellow card issued to Hannah Schartz. Tamara was dragged to the ground.
Last thing that you want for a center back is just to get turned around facing your own defensive goal. Good move yet again from Tamara, and it's an aggressive challenge from Shart. Does not the initial leg, gets a swooping motion, almost like a scissor. Dangerous challenge from the center back, who picks up a deserving yellow card.
A yellow card issued to Hannah Schartz. Results in a free kick inside Lexington's half the pitch, and once again it's Winnie Bellata and Chioma Abogugu set to take it. Last time we saw Abogugu take off down the near sideline. See what they do here. Bellata with a low ball into the box. That looked like it hit off the hand of Alyssa Bourgeois. I gotta look back at it. But a number of Dallas players were up in arms after that one.
Just watch the right arm of Bourgeois away from her body, makes herself bigger, not allowing this ball to come across right in front of Atahanyaya. Fantastic opportunity here for Dallas Trinity, about 22 yards out, to really test this goalkeeper. Clear handball. Good opportunity to draw this game even.
Bourgeois, the transfer from Spokane Zephyr. It's been a mainstay on the back line this fall for Lexington. But gives up a handball just outside the top of the 18. A great opportunity for Dallas Trinity to even up this match. It's Abogugu and Amber Wisner. The two veterans on this Dallas side. Can they even this match up here? Kat Asman physically moving one of her defenders. Getting things sorted. Wisner and Bellata wait for the whistle. Chioma Abogugu puts Dallas on the board and evens this matchup. Abogugu with her first goal of the season puts Dallas back in this one.
The right arm for Bourgeois gets her in trouble. It's a clear handball. But as an attacking player, right center of the attacking 18-yard box, you have two options. You can either go up and around the wall, underneath the wall, or goalkeeper side. Abogugu hits it so pure, so clean. With a lot of movement. Asman sees it, but when she does, it's too late. Fantastic free kick from Abogugu. 1-1 in the 53rd minute.
A player down for Dallas Trinity. Looks like it's Samar Guidry. Not sure what happened there, but she's talking to the training staff. You go back to Abogugu's finish. It was a brilliant effort from her, and she's coming off a 4-goal, 6-assist season last year. Get another look here.
Just a balance. Phenomenal. The shoulders to stay square, to keep her head over the ball, which allows her to bend it towards that near post. Really well taken free kick.
And we pointed out before, Kat Asman, the goalkeeper for Lexington, physically went and moved Hannah Schartz off that end position on the wall to put her more centrally. You wonder if she wishes she hadn't done that, but I don't know.
It's interesting for a goalkeeper, right? Because you use your wall almost as a second goalkeeper. So if the wall is towards one side of the goal, that is their responsibility. You have to stay on the opposite side, but she gets caught cheating. When Abogugu steps onto this ball, she's already taking a step to her left-hand side, so that allows that little bit of half yard of window, and when she tries to recover, it's just too late. So you need to be a little bit more trusting of your wall if you are Asman.
So Abogugu picks up her first goal of the season. She currently has 9 regular season assists. Could potentially be the first to double digits. Along with Amina Akic for Lexington, who sits at 9 as well. Well, Dallas Trinity fans want the inside track this season. Sign up for the DTFC newsletter for breaking news, special offers, and exclusive updates from the club in year 2 of the Gainbridge Super League. Scan the QR code now and stay connected all year long. So we'll have our first sub of the afternoon. It's Shay Moyer coming in for Amber Wynn. Wynn had a nice day today for Lexington in her first start of the season.
Showed glimpses of how smart of a player Wynn is to come century, find the ball, search the game. As Moyer comes in, 3 goals on the season, she's going to have the freedom to go and get on the ball, get herself in a rhythm, because she's shown she can be a big part of Lexington going forward.
In our conversation with Lexington head coach Misaki Hemi this week, we asked him if there were any players in particular that have stood out to him throughout this fall slate that we could shout out, and one of them was this second half sub, Shay Moyer. Has said she's done a tremendous job this season, and they're continuing to get more and more out of players with each game, but they have players on this bench that could come on and change the game immediately, many of whom were maybe starters on other clubs last season. It just speaks to the depth of this Lexington team and why they currently sit atop the standings with the caliber of players they have on their bench.
Also speaks about the culture that is being built from Misaki Hemi and his staff as well, understanding that when you do come on the field, it's an opportunity to fight for that starting 11 spot. Competition continues to grow quality, and this Lexington side, no shortage of that whatsoever.
Tati Fung gives it back to Almer. Almer pushes it out to Bourgeois, who's unable to keep it in. Shay Moyer, the second half sub for Lexington, she scored in extra time, the 6th goal for Lexington in their last meeting against Dallas back on September 26th. She has 3 goals so far on the year in 14 games played. Free kick for Dallas. We mentioned it in the first half, but Misaki Hemi had told us that with the 3 consecutive draws coming into this match, the common theme had been final execution in both boxes, as they nearly got to that one before Foster cleared it. But you saw that lack of execution just outside the top of the box from Bourgeois with the handball that led to the goal for Dallas. They want to add to the lead here as Guidry takes it up the far sideline, pushes it into the box. Thornton's there, but didn't get a good touch on it. That ball hits off the foot of Bourgeois, and it'll be a corner kick, the first of the day for Dallas Trinity.
This ball falls kindly to Ellie Thornton, unable to get her body position right and her feet underneath her, so eventually tries to stab at this ball. And as this ball pops out, Bellotta has more time and space. She does not need to hit it first time. But yet another good opportunity for Dallas Trinity to put this thing into the mixer and cause some chaos.
This corner kick is presented by Cornerstone Capital Bank. It's Winnie Bellotta, the corner flag. Bellotta plays it into the box. A strong ball sent in. Hannah Davison taken off her feet. Almer pushes it forward, and Shay Moyer is on the run.
Good ball in here. We've seen Lexington do really well, especially playing off of barriers. She wins the initial ball and then have movement, whether it is underneath her or in behind her. When you have such a target number 9 that has very soft feet, the movement around them so influential, just a nightmare to defend because the opposition needs to rely on communication at passing players off. You cannot allow yourself to get crossed over. That is when Lexington can hurt you.
So a goal kick now for Dallas Trinity. First to it is Lexington. So Dallas could do themselves a favor if they were just able to get that initial touch. But Lexington, it seemed like they've wanted it more throughout the course of this match. Sierra Hinson with the throw in on the near sideline. Pantuso misplays that one. Thornton picks it up. Massimo turns it right over.
Just not clean enough from Massimo. That ball needs to be put out in front of Tamara, allowing her to run onto it. Again, just the decision making and the final quality just hasn't been there for Dallas throughout this match.
Almer slotting it through. We'll gear up for year 2. Rep Dallas Trinity FC with the latest kids, scarves, and merch. Visit shop.dallastrinityfc.com today and show your colors all season long. We sit even at 1 apiece in the 62nd minute at the Cotton Bowl between Lexington and Dallas Trinity. Hannah Schartz wanted to play that ball back, but mishits it, and now it's a throw-in for Dallas deep in Lexington's half of the pitch. Smart Guidry plays it back, and Lexington wins it right back. This offense for Dallas Trinity has really struggled throughout this one to find consistency. Lexington gets tripped up on that far sideline. No call for Hannah Schartz. We can see a couple of subs lining up for Lexington. Schartz gets set to throw it in. Another long ball into the box. Initial header from Wisner. Pantuso. Out to Bourgeois. Davison finds the feet of Tamara.
Really well done there from Tamara. You just need to connect that pass, but that is the type of action that you need to unlock this Lexington high press.
You constantly see the players for Lexington working off of one another, continuing their runs, but for Dallas, it's as if they get that initial pass and then it all just stops.
Unable to find that real breakthrough moment, because when a team is high pressing, the first pass is so important to unlock it. Because if you do, the whole game will start to open up. There'll be real estate to run into, and that's exactly when Dallas Trinity are at their best.
The fourth corner kick of the day coming for Lexington, but not before we get a look at a few new faces for Lexington. Hannah Johnson will come on for Cassie Rohan. And then we'll get a look at the reigning player of the year, Amina Ekic, who will come on for Tati Fung. Amina Ekic with 2 goals and 3 assists on the year. And they'll call upon her to take this corner. She gets to work quickly. Bourgeois works with Johnson. Shea Moyer out to Ekic. Ekic cutting it inside, looks towards goal, and Davison sends it high. It's Thornton that tracks it down. 1 versus 3 here. Poor pass looking for Massimo. Finds Lexington instead.
Really aggressive subs made from Masaki Hemi, specifically Ekic. She's going to give you quality on the ball. The ability to go 1v1 requires a lot of attention. So her decision making in that final third can be the difference maker for Lexington to see this game out.
And again, it just speaks to the depth of this Lexington team, the fact that they have the reigning Super League Player of the Year coming off the bench. For them, not many teams can say that they have that caliber of player at their disposal.
Good problem to have if you are this Lexington side. Masaki Hemi.
We're gonna look at Sealy Strawn, one of the Academy standouts in the Gainbridge Super League, coming on for Tamara. Sealy Strawn, a Texas native, has started in 6 games this season, has 2 goals. She's committed to play at the University of North Carolina, following in the footsteps of Amber Wisner.
Strawn's a player that wants to get on the ball, that can connect that midfield line to front line. So it's a really good tactical sub made from Chris Petroselli, because that is what's been lacking for Dallas Trinity. Just a bit disconnected throughout the lines, especially in this second half.
Lexington moving the ball so seamlessly right now. Tuso tracks it down. Lexington will reset at the feet of Almer. The Gainbridge Super League season is in full swing. Visit GainbridgeSuperLeague.com for all the latest information, stats, analysis, insight, and more into all things Gainbridge Super League. Kat Berry gets it, takes a shot. Ekic coming into the box, gets tripped up, and that's going to be a point to the spot. A quick turn of events. In this one, it's Davison tripping up Ekic.
Really similar how Lexington scored their first goal. Good aggressive nature from Berry, but just notice the lack of reaction from every Dallas player. Confusion, hesitation, and Ekic is there the first to react, but give credit to the attacking sub. Good soft feet right there. You bring in Davison, it's a clear foul. The extension of the right leg takes out Ekic, and an opportunity for Lexington to go ahead here deep into this second half in the Cotton Bowl.
So Amina Ekic gets set for this penalty kick. The reigning Super League Player of the Year. 2 goals on the season. Can she make it 3? So Ekic will reset. Make sure the ball's on the spot. Riley Foster getting ready. Ekic, who just came on as a second half sub, gets the go-ahead here. Ekic delays and denied by Riley Foster. What a save for the Dallas keeper.
First to react, Ekic, and really soft feet. Notice a right leg from Davison right here, extended away from her body. It's a foul. But just a long run up. The mind game starts to try to throw off Foster, but that is a phenomenal save. Full extension, reads it the whole way to push it wide of her near post. Great save from Foster.
Ekic earned a corner kick, then sent it right out of bounds. What a moment for the young keeper, Riley Foster.
When a player has that type of run up, a little bit of a stutter step as the goalkeeper, it is so important to not to show your cards. You need to stay central. You need to hold your ground as long as you can. And once that player gives you the slightest of showing of where they're going to go, you need to commit. Really well done from Foster to keep her side 1-1 here.
Dallas needs to take advantage of this momentum right now. You could see the heads hanging once that penalty kick was called, and especially when you've got Amina Ekic as the player stepping to take it. Your keeper comes up big. Use that to your advantage.
Just never really seemed settled. Ekic did. Continuing to fidget, continue to move, had to replace her ball. Maybe the long run up. As we see, did you just get caught? Unfortunate.
Smart Guidry has been caught up a couple times in this match. She gets a look at the training staff once again. Will join Dallas Trinity FC for their next home match on Friday, January 31st, as they welcome Brooklyn FC to the Cotton Bowl. The night will also serve as a celebration in recognition of Black History Month, honoring the culture, history, and contributions that continue to shape the game and the community. Don't miss an impactful night of soccer and celebration in Dallas. Get your tickets by scanning the QR code or visiting DallasTrinityFC.com/tickets. Sierra Hinson, the soft throw in, Mackenzie Weinert there. Goal kick for Lexington. Smart Guidry, looks to be okay.
Great move.
Yeah, with the moves. Pushes it up to Barry. She turns and great idea with that ball just out in front of Ekic.
Again, just another cause of concern for Dallas Trinity. Just playing into Barry, does a really good job at collecting herself and collecting the ball, which allows the play to progress. Ekic continues her run, just a little bit heavy on the ball, but again, just a luxury to have if you are Barry as a number 9 for Lexington.
Foster watches that ball roll out of bounds. It was Bourgeois coming to track it down. Allie Thornton. It's it out to Guidry. Seeley Strawn. Guidry pulls it back, serves it into the box, headed out by Lexington. Poor turnover. Catherine Berry chases it down. Was wanting to find the feet of Ekic, but almost should have just kept it there.
Especially when you're on the road, decision-making center of your screen, Ekic, you need to play this ball right into her path. You make the wrong decision. As you send Berry away from goal, that gives the Dallas Trinity back line to recover and just eliminate that space. If you just pick up your head and play it into the oncoming run of Ekic, it's a 1v1.
Ekic has some of the best speed in the league, and you could see Sierra Hinson. She was caught off guard, probably thanking everyone that that ball did not get played to Ekic because she had loads of space in front of her. Shea Moyer, McCain, out to Ekic. Ekic holds, plays it into the box, headed out by Dallas. That's a dangerous header from Winnie Bellata going in the direction of their own goal as Chioma Abogugu is down in the middle of the field.
Good job from Ekic to take her first touch, which gives her teammates the ability to slash across that near post. But doing the defensive side of the ball, Bellata needs to put this challenge in, and she needs to get it right. How many times have we seen a player end up putting the ball into the back of their own net? Well done from Bellata to put away any danger in favor of Lexington.
So we'll get a substitution for Dallas. Chioma Abogugu took a hit in the middle of the pitch. Now it'll be number 3, Kylie Delaney. The Arkansas standout coming on for Dallas Trinity, making her 13th appearance on the year. So Amina Ekic from the corner. She plays it in and can't get past that front post and Celie Strawn. Good defending from Massimo. Lays it up to Delaney. Delaney, who just came on moments ago, holds it up, waiting for help.
Just too long for her teammates to recognize the transitional moment. Delaney does a great job at stretching the game, but you need help. You need her to pick up her head and just slot this ball across.
It takes a lot for teams to catch this Lexington side off guard, and if you're gonna make the most of a mistake, you have to move quickly.
You need to get numbers involved. You need to do everything in unison. And that comes with recognition of a transitional moment as well.
Kylie Delaney gets tripped up on the far sideline. Stay up to date with the Gainbridge Super League. Sign up for the Super newsletter. Get news about your favorite team and stories from around the league delivered directly to your inbox weekly. Sign up at GainbridgeSuperLeague.com/newsletter. It's now Winnie Bellata and Sierra Hinson responsible for this free kick for Dallas Trinity. Petroselli directing traffic from the sideline. Can Dallas take the lead? Bellata with a long shot, took it herself and sails it over the goal.
Has to be frustrating if you are Chris Petroselli, especially with how effective you were in that first half through set pieces. It's a bit selfish there from Bellata, trying to do it all herself. It just goes up and over the crossbar.
There's a similar spot on the field where they had that free kick to even this matchup, to get the handball, to get them to that positioning for the free kick. You got to try new things sometimes. But I think they'll go back to their old ways after that. Bourgeois took too many steps forward there. Another throw in for Lexington. '80th minute at the Cotton Bowl. We sit even at 1 apiece between Lexington and Dallas. Quick ball movement. It's Weiner. Wisner sends it out of bounds. Let's look at Hannah Davison, who had the hard tackle on Amina Ekic that led to the penalty kick. She's directing traffic in the box. Lexington getting set for a throw-in. Hannah Schartz. Dallas once again, first to it. Thornton plays it forward. The fans love it, but no Dallas player there to make anything happen. Elmer up to McCain. Massimo, too hard on that tackle, takes Moyer to the ground. It's been hard for either of these teams to find some consistency, just with how many stop and go moments there have been in this second half.
Just no real flow to this second half, but if you are Lexington, the desired location right here is right between that 6-yard box and penalty mark to try to catch Foster in a very dangerous position.
Hannah Schartz offs it over the top, wanted Barry, but it goes out of bounds. Goal kick for Dallas. So Lexington comes into this match today on a 3-match winless streak, and we get a look at the live standings. If Lexington draws or if Dallas wins today and Jacksonville wins later this evening, it would move Jacksonville into first place. Celie Strawn challenges that back line and will be issued a yellow card for that tackle on Alyssa Bourgeois. The fans don't like that one.
I'm glad that wants to get on the ball, wants to continue to make things happen. The tough challenge. No need to leave your feet coming through the back of Bourgeois, especially when you have teammates right there that will come into the screen. Don't need to try to win that ball and get yourself into the book.
What an awkward landing for Alyssa Bourgeois. Players hit the ground once again for both sides.
Good set from Pentuso.
Kat Berry taking it herself, gets caught up just outside the edge of the 18. Massimo misses Strawn and sends it right out of bounds. Well, just like we've got the backs of Dallas Trinity FC, Trust and Will also has yours, helping families protect their legacy for generations. Start your plan today at trustandwill.com. Another foul in favor of Lexington. And we'll get a sub for Dallas Trinity. It's number 17, Gracie Bryan, the Frisco, Texas native, coming on for Lexi Massimo. Gracie Bryan has 2 goals on the season in her 11th appearance this afternoon. Can she be the difference maker here in the final moments of this second half? Weinert gets to it and it's a favorable deflection off of Guidry. It's a corner kick for Lexington.
Been a really active. Weinert has the continuing of her runs off the shoulder of Guidry. That's been a nice battle that we've had through 85 minutes of this match. Another dangerous set piece as Ekich stands over it.
Another corner kick brought to you by Cornerstone Capital Bank. Ekich will serve it low.
That's the 3rd time that we've seen Ekich try to hit that near post area. Defended quite well from Dallas Trinity.
Pantuso can't keep it in bounds. Gracie Bryan wins possession, but runs into that wall in the midfield for Lexington. '87th minute at the Cotton Bowl. Ricky Lopez, Espin, Bridget Howard with you as this second half winds down. We sit even at 1 apiece.
Just get the sense that there's going to be 1 or maybe 2 golden opportunities to try to steal 3 points for both of these sides. Talk about the mentality, the mental fortitude, the clinical nature that both of these head coaches want from their side, especially in the attacking 18-yard box.
McCutcheon with a tough tackle. Battling it out with Amina Ekich in the midfield. Gracie Bryan needs to stretch her out. Chris Petroselli unhappy on that sideline. Trying to contain the coaching staff. Looks like their assistant coach was issued a yellow card on that last interaction. It's been testy in this second half, Ricky.
Just talked about the stop and start nature of this second half, unable to get in a rhythm for either one of these sides, but also very physical.
For Dallas Trinity, if this score holds, it would continue their unbeaten streak to 4 games. A nice way to go out of this fall slate. They're coming into this one on a 3-game winning streak. As for Lexington, they would continue their unbeaten streak through 15 matches if the score holds, which is truly incredible for a team that last season had 4 wins, 18 losses, and 6 draws. It's even hard to compare this squad to the one that they had last season just because of the significant amount of turnover and change that they've had, but what a job that Mac Hemi has done.
The sign of a good team from Lexington. Maybe you're not playing your best soccer, but yet you're not dropping points, or you're not dropping all 3 points. You're finding a way to grind out results at home, on the road. It's been another strong performance for Lexington, especially with the run of form that we've seen Dallas Trinity. And for Chris Petroselli, he's learned a lot from his side over the last 4 games. Back-to-back games, they've had to defend a majority of that second half and be a little bit more transitional. It's been an ebbs and flows of this match and shown glimpses of the different types of identities that they can have when the game calls for it.
Riley Foster came off her line to get this ball, and it was Allison Pantuso
favoring
in
that
there.
right ankle.
Yeah.
Foster just a bit awkward the way that she lands or follows through to secure this ball. And she's made some massive saves to keep this thing 1-1.
Yeah, the biggest coming when she denied the penalty kick off the foot of Amina Ekic. Riley Foster up and moving. We'll certainly have some stoppage time added to the end of this one. You have to imagine Mac Hemi. He came into this game telling us that the consistent theme in this 3-match winless streak or draw, whatever you want to call it, has been struggling sustaining focus for a full 90 minutes. And I think the goal that they let up today isn't actually a reflection of the way that they played in this match. Again, it's a mistake. It's the not maintaining that focus.
And that is what every single team in Cambridge Super League is trying to find. Its consistency within their performances, consistency within their mentality. And as this game is starting to get extremely edgy, you're looking at your experienced players to keep your head intact and not allow yourself to get pulled into anything silly.
5 minutes of stoppage time added to the second half. Foster plays it long. McCain. Final moments here at the Cotton Bowl. Elmer up to Ekic. Ekic. Bourgeois comes in. Bourgeois gets it out of the hands of Foster. And Foster has just taken a beating in the last few minutes as she remains on the ground. Ricky, what'd you see here?
As Ekic just trying to use the run of Barry to open up a window. This is brave from Foster. As initially it does seem like she does get to the ball first. But to be fair to Bourgeois, there is now security of that ball. The right back has every single right to challenge for this 50-50 duel.
Both players just going extremely hard into that moment. You could see Riley Foster immediately on that replay shaking her hands.
Just extremely unfortunate for Foster that it does seem as the follow through of Bourgeois does catch her, as she is favoring her hands. But as an attacking player, you are taught to follow through this ball. That ball's not secure. Bourgeois has every single right, and I'll even go the fact that it's not even a foul.
Bourgeois nearly got all of that ball. The way that Foster went into it.
There is a little bit of contact, yes, but I do think the initial contact from Bourgeois through the ball, and the follow through is what catches Foster.
So they'll give it to Foster. And she'll reset for this Dallas side. Delaney with a header. Lexington settles and works quickly. Bellata wins it in the midfield.
Really good ball.
Looks over the top for Strawn, but she was way offside. Lexington wanted to restart quickly. Yaya slows him down. 94th minute between Dallas and Lexington. Both teams just looking out of sorts here in the last few minutes of this second half. Barry with space. Dallas just wanting nothing other than to end this game in a draw. Hold off Lexington. Known to come back late in matches. If the score holds and Jacksonville earns a win later this evening, they have a chance at that first place spot.
Right now, 0-0 between Sporting Jacks and Tampa Bay Sun. The 25th minute being played in Jacksonville.
If Jacksonville were to get a win, it would be the first time in 6 weeks that a team besides Lexington is in first place. It really just speaks to the dominance that Lexington has had throughout this fall slate.
Talk about the quality of Gamebridge Super League and how tight it is all around the table. Sporting Jacks in their last 4, 3 wins, 1 draw. Talk about Lexington, 2 wins and 3 draws in their last 5.
And that'll do it. Between Dallas and Lexington, we end in a draw. Lexington continues their unbeaten streak to 15 matches. A single season league record. And Dallas continues their unbeaten streak as well, extends to 4. I guess you could say a nice way for both teams to go out. Ricky, your final thoughts.
If you're Lexington, probably the better side through the 90 minutes, through the run of play, dictating tempo, getting on the ball, creating opportunities. But in the end, Dallas Trinity just continues to find a way to grind out results. It starts with their defensive efforts and a player making a play in a Bogugu, a really well-taken free kick. In the end, we split the points.
So we end in a draw at the Cotton Bowl between Dallas Trinity and Lexington SC. We've got more coming up for you. Our final thoughts, stats, highlights, and more. Don't go anywhere.
Can you hear me or no?
final score from the Cotton Bowl, Dallas Trinity and Lexington SC end in a draw, 1-1 between both sides. It was Chioma Abogudu and Allison Pantuso finding the back of the net. Let's get a look back at the highlights from this one. The final match of the season for both sides.
Lexington doing a really good job at reacting first. It's a really good ball in from Wynn. And as this ball just pops out, Pantuso beats her individual marker and just smashes this ball into the bottom corner. No chance for Foster, and deservingly so. Lexington was a better side, specifically in that first half. They were on the ball, but yet you knew Dallas Trinity was going to find a way to get themselves back into this game. The right arm extended away from Bourgeois. Clear handball from about 19 yards out. Ubogugu has so many options. She can go on either side. But as you see this wall set up, Aspen, she needs to trust her wall. She's getting caught cheating a little bit too much. And when she realizes where Ubogugu is going, it's too late. Fantastic free kick. 1-1 in the second half. And you know there was always going to be a twist and turn when these two teams play. Ekic comes in, immediately makes her impact felt. Good soft feet. Davison gets caught with her foot extended away from her body. No one reacts, but yet Foster says, thank you very much. I read this book yesterday. Full extension, pushes it wide, saves the points for Dallas Trinity, and Lexington and Dallas 1-1.
A huge save from Riley Foster to keep this match even at one apiece. A look at the full-time stats. Anything jump out to you here?
For Dallas Trinity, you need to be a little bit more pragmatic in the attacking phase of play. You need to find a way to get Massimo, Tamara, Thornton, and Ubogugu on the same page going forward, because if you do, now you have some real weapons. And for Lexington, it's another example of how well balanced and how deep this side is. Sets up for a fascinating spring slate of games to see who will ultimately pick up the trophy.
So Lexington completes the fall slate on a 14-match unbeaten streak, a 15-match unbeaten streak dating back to last season. As for Dallas, they remain undefeated through the last 4 matches. What a way for both these sides to go out, complete the fall calendar. From my partner, Ricky Lopez-Espin, I'm Bridget Howard. From our entire team, our producer, Maria Ringo, we say so long from Dallas.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.